Hi, I'm Dr. Marilyn Carroll, and I'm here to introduce you today to CoachMare, your personal learning guide for growth and development. Check this out. I started this because back in, I guess you'd say, around the pandemic, even before the pandemic, I thought there's something missing here with these students. If only we knew a little bit more about them. So I started constructing this questionnaire, and I took a little bit of all the questionnaires I know about Myers-Briggs, DISC assessment, and others, and as well as the learning VARC. And I was like, yeah, this, and combine a little bit more psychological capital and some of the others. And what did we come up with? It was 186 questions, way too many questions to help an individual get through and understand or want to even take the assessment, basically. And so I said, okay, let's break this down. So this is Coach Mare. That's I used to run track, and they used to call me Mare because I was pretty fast, and I wanted a system that was pretty fast, but ethically and on point. So there's 12 questions here. We'll just pick and choose. So a student could go through these and answer each question. And at the end of this, it'll tell them what their learning type is. Okay. Let's keep going through here. It takes about a few minutes to do this test. Um, and once they finish it, it gives them an output of what type of learning they are. Okay, we're almost there. And our last question. So once they finish, they get a assessment. So it says Walker. This person overall score said that they're a Walker, 42%. And then it tells you what a walker is. As a walker, you're methodical. It gives them this right on point if they're on the Coach Mayer site. However, if they're using this site within the educational system, it's not, they don't have to come here and then go there. We found a way to do that so that in Canvas or Blackboard, these students can get it. And so you could download the result of your report if you paid for it. And so you will see now I am looking at I'm going to stop share again, downloaded version of this assessment. And so this comes out like this. You can see it's a test person, and it gives some information if the student was, and if this was done in a classroom setting, it would also give us the teacher a report that says what the student is like, and they could send a email to the student, all of them that fit into this particular category. It would send that to them, letting them know this is, what type of learner you are. I think the biggest thing about the assessment results is for the teacher, it gives them information on what am I about to work with. This combined with the behavioral questionnaire, what type of student are you working with? So you're not guessing what type of student. It has everything from demographics about the students to Maslow's hierarchy of need, shelter, food. What is it they have that may or don't have that may keep them from really being able to achieve results on their classroom? What's impeding them? What's in the way of learning? And so we have that, and then a person can also go into other areas of this. If they are a student using this separately and wanting coaching, they could schedule a coaching call with one of our coaches and get coaching on how to make it through. So you're not just hiring other people. These people understand what your learning style. They have some information on you right away. You can also ask Coach Mayer questions. We have it embedded in that way. As you can see, hi, I'm your Mayor AI learning coach. How can I help you today? Ask me anything about study strategy, learning techniques, and academic challenges. Let's just type a question here. I am having challenges with my business course. I teach Business 100, so we'll say that and see what it says. It's thinking. Oh, I'm here to help you with your learning needs. For better results, ask about specific study techniques, time management. So if I had programmed it for Business 100, it would be talking about Business 100. So let's talk about overcoming procrastination. And so as you'll see, the information is there and it's able to overcome procrastination, break large tasks into smaller, manageable steps, and so on and so forth. So it gives you that information. We've also set this up where you can schedule a session, a live session again. You can do group sessions if we wanted to do group sessions, things of that nature. Okay, say I don't want to have to type it. I just want to talk to the avatar. And I can say, let's see. Hi, coach. Let's see what it says here. It's thinking. And there's Coach Mare. Hi, coach.
I'm here to help with your learning and study needs. For better results, try asking about specific study techniques, time management, note-taking methods, memory improvement, or strategies to overcome procrastination.
So we have an avatar that they can ask about those questions, or they can get a video. And that's still coming. We're still working on that. But the gist of this is they would get a video that comes to them and talks to them about procrastination. It would be the combination of the avatar and the video coming to them to ask about that. So that's for the individual outside of the classroom. So if I'm in the classroom, the teacher gets all of the test results on the students, plus they get the learning behavioral assessment. And then we give them pointers as to how to engage and motivate their students. We take into account what is their course syllabus or course guide, what is it all about, and we give them feedback as to how this may work. So it could be the teacher, it could be the assistant, or whomever it happens to be. We're using a combination of behavior, coaching, and instructional design to help students through the process. I've used it and I have gotten tremendous results from everything that I'm doing with the students. We started out with this base fee just to get some people on the individual system. $10 for one time. You don't get the full report. $15.99 a month if you want the coaching to go along with it. And then we have the enterprise plan that's $1,200 plus, I mean, $1,000 up to 1,200 assessments and a report that gives the teacher some information. We can go deeper, and that costs more money for the enterprise level. Basically, all the prices are based on how much of the AI or the cloud computing we're using for an individual school. And so everybody don't get the same price. So $1,000 is that base. But if we find that a school is using more and need more from our system, and because we can base it based on how much cloud time we're using for each client, we can then charge accordingly. That's our system. And in the classroom, I have proven results that it works. Um, I would calculate that we could use this system for many different things, both education, K through 12, higher ed, professional learning and development, especially there, because I know as a manager, I had tons of challenges with trying to help students understand, or my managers understand, or HR understand, here's how these people learn, here's what we need to do, and we want to make sure we're retaining that information. So this process is what I call integrative learning. It integrates both the process of understanding who the student is and then providing you a mechanism for implementing those with the student so the student understands how to work and how to learn.